why do we have so many rich? And because they have the benefit of fantastic education. So it's easier for them to pass it. But is that UP's fault? No. What we're trying to do is get the best so that when we get the best from the poor, we treasure that. We want to make sure that they get it. Okay, go. Next. Or 2009. Oh, imagine 2006, 2009, pinalitan na nila. There was every attempt to try to keep that bracketing relevant. Yung E1 and E2. What is the purpose of E1? E1 is basta you are over the poverty line. E2, poverty line or below. That's what it is. There is a method to that. If you are above the poverty line, zero ang tuition mo. Pero zero rin ang iyong stipend. Pero pag poverty line ka or less, above zero tuition mo, meron pang 12,000 stipend. Okay, next. Alright, so 2013 may bago. Ang problema ng bago yan, wants to give 40,000 to all the students, wants to reduce parang reduce the qualifications. And as you know, because the assumption is that the students, bless their hearts, tell you the absolute truth when it comes to income and expenditures. And they have found out that that is not the case. I mean, they say, I belong to bracket C. Yung pala, nag-check yung one, bracket A na pala. Some people belong, say, I'm applying for bracket D. Tapos, bracket A pala. So that's it. Anyway, further consultations, and I hope those consultations. So who benefit? Okay, let's look at it. The cost of educating an undergraduate student, as estimated by Dr. Tan, is 100,000 pesos a year per student, undergraduate. All right, so if we assume that the student takes 35 units a year, full cost will amount to about 3,000 a unit. When they did this in 2005 to 1,500, they thought it was close to full cost. It wasn't. Full cost is 3,000 a unit. It was assuming 35. All right. The maximum contribution fee is 1,500 per unit. That means everybody's being subsidized. Everybody, nobody's paying full cost here. Everybody gets a subsidy, but from each according to his ability to each according to his needs. That's the purpose. Okay. Next. Alright, ito ang distribution sa UP. What is the percentage of students? This is based on 2011, but the number is based on 2012. What is the percentage of students in UP whose family income is over 1 million a year? They're in the, not only they are in the top decile, they are in the top percentile. They are in the 100%, 24%. And these are the people we want to fully subsidize. Are you crazy? They should be subsidizing us. Right? 500,000 to 1 million, 25.3%. That is 2011. 250,000, 23%. And by the way, E1 and E2 is only 12.5%. They said 15%. I said, where did they get that figure? It's only 12%. That's the only number of people who can make it to UP. Right? D is 14.1. So D, E, and F. Cristel was in D, right? 14.1. But what they did not find out that you had problems with your financial problems, a sudden financial problem, and you know the bureaucracy is very, very slow, unfortunately. That's what this young man was talking about. You've got to be more flexible and you've got to be able to review if it is needed. Because this is the budget. This is literally right in there. Okay, malapit na. Number of students, ayan. How many students? And how much is the tuition that they pay? Alright? Can you back that back to the previous one? Alright, here's the total subsidy. Here's the total subsidy net of tuition. 1 billion a year. That's the subsidy. Assuming 35 units a year. That's the subsidy that is being enjoyed by the UP. This is Diliman only, please. Diliman. Okay. So next. All right. How many are in bracket A? 3,702. How many in bracket E1? 1,254. E2, 658. There are 658 students poverty line or below. And anybody who meets them should talagang make some back to them because they mustn't run through hell to get in. Alright? Ayan. So, sandali lang, 338. In other words, ang bayan is 338 million dito sa Pilipinas. Alright? Pero hindi nagbabayad ang pinakamahirap natin. At saka tingnan natin, mga anak. Itong sabi, 300 pesos. That was what the tuition was in 1989, for God's sake. Yeah? I have absolutely no sympathy for CBNA. They must pay according to how they can afford. Period. Don't waste the people's money. And what they pay, we can then use because we has no money to help the less fortunate. It's not an income generation scheme. It is an income redistribution scheme. That's why it's called socialized. Okay, who loses? No, who lost? But if you take it away, who will lose? All those kids who don't have the subsidy, who have to pay tuition, 300 or basically 100. If you are poverty, you cannot even pay that amount. Yeah. So, ayan, this young, what is your name? Well, the point is that, the point is, mga anak, that we have to do it, but we have to make sure that there are checks and balances. Because this system is subject to abuse, not just bureaucratically, but subject to abuse from people who want to take advantage unnecessarily of the resources of the Filipino people. Maraming salamat.